Welcome to Coffee with Kusari. I'm Ben Cotton, and I'm joined this week by co-founder and CEO of Kusari, Tim Miller. Tim, you just got back from Las Vegas, and I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I did want to ask you a few questions about Black Hat and what you felt. What was your opinion of the show?
Yeah, well, first of all, one of the things that does not stay there is the sunburn because I think the minimum temperature is like 107, and so when you're hair follically challenged, it's a tough place, tough place to be. So, uh, mild request for folks to move it outside of Vegas in August, but that's another point. So Black Hat itself is again, it's a huge conference. It's one of the bigger ones, and the vendor floor is from my perspective tough to discern the signal that you're really looking for. AI is on every single booth, and so as you're walking around this, Madison Square Garden sized floor of vendors, it's really tough to see like who's doing what and discern what's going on. You walk from one side to the other, and you've heard I don't know, 67,000 times. And so for me, the real conference was just like right outside the vendor floor doors where everyone was kind of either taking a breath or you could find people who were looking to chat. That was a much better spot to be. It was very clear that basically everyone and their mother is investing heavily in AI and pushing that as the thing that they're doing now. With a slight exception to identity and access management. I think that was probably the second, uh, like a far second to AI, but probably the one other signal that I was able to pick up walking around the floor there.
So, a lot of times conferences have sort of either officially or unofficially co-located events. Uh, I know you attended B-Sides. What do you think about that?
B-Sides was just a fantastic little conference. It's organized super well. They've got really neat things like there's like a lock picking station on the floor. There's not really a vendor floor at B-Sides, but it's just a much better spot. Like at B-Sides, we're able to talk to almost everybody there. Only a couple booths and some really interesting talks, ranging from things like cracking millions of passwords to folks from Unit 221B on some of their research and how they do it. It was really cool. And so my 2 cents was B-Sides was the ticket to buy, in all honesty. Plus, people there are just all really great practitioners. It was a cool spot.
So, with that AI focus, do you feel like the cybersecurity industry is maybe over focusing and losing track of the fundamentals?
So that conversation was something that we had in that little conference outside the door, the unofficial conference floor that I'll call it. It seems very clear that that's just the fundamentals and the basic rules of software development are effectively being ignored for the moment, and that's gonna cause some issues. So that was like the underlying concern talking to most of the folks that we were able to grab in the hallway and just pick up a chat with was um, things are moving really fast, and that's fantastic. So it's not a like uh, view on going slower. It's just a go slow and don't be crazy about it. It's like you can get a fast car, you still have to drive in the lane, and there's a reason why the cars are split. And just like those basic rules of software dev are seeming to be glossed over, or in some cases just ignored in the sake of speed, and especially in areas where security is a concern. That was probably my biggest um, like moment walking around the conference is how come this isn't more prevalent in a huge security conference. I'm sure there was some in there, but like I said, the vendor floor is just so overwhelming. It's hard to walk through and get a clear signal. Um, but to me, the takeaway was like AI is basically just supercharging all of these vendor messages to what they're already doing now with AI or now powered by AI, as opposed to uh, let's make you safer or let's make that AI okay to use. That message felt uh, deafeningly silent.
What advice would you give to somebody who wants to go to Black Hat next year?
I think there's going to be different reasons why you'd want to go, and that answer might change. So if you are looking to, if you're looking to learn about the best security practices. So I think Black Hat's training schedule, the training schedules ahead of the vendor conference and most of that is is still worthwhile. Those are pretty expensive, but I think the pedigree of those is still pretty high. And so I'd say, like, look, if you're looking for training, Black Hat's still a great resource for that. If you're looking to like learn about the vendors that are there, I would skip the floor. I would probably just Google that one. You're going to walk away with more swag than you can carry. So if that's, I mean, everyone does this at some point. I know everyone in tech has a conference drawer. You can fill that thing up in 5 minutes of Black Hat. So if that's part of your goals, go there. But I didn't find it. I wouldn't recommend that as a place to go to learn about stuff. I'd highly recommend you go to B-Sides for learning things. Take away the talks that are going on there, talk to those people, and then go take your research outside. So again, I think that the real big reasons for Black Hat are training, learning stuff outside Black Hat, and then lastly, like again, one of the big reasons that a lot of folks I know go to Black Hat is just to be around it. And so the amount of people that are there, the quality of people that is all great. It's just to me the vendor floor of Black Hat isn't the place where you're going to discover the thing that you are looking for. Um, it's just too big. It's there's just too much going on. But B-Sides is a great like view into what's probably important over there, and then you could always make your way over and take a more targeted view.
Well, welcome back from Vegas, Tim, and thanks for joining us on Coffee with Kusari.